Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to do the final update to a very popular video that I last covered about a month ago, which was titled, "My fiancé left me for my uncle. Now she's begging me to take her back after he cheated." And guys, as a quick recap to all that, that was a story about the guy. He was with this girl for a while when he was young, high school, college years, did all the things I tell you guys not to do, which he obviously wasn't aware of at the time, put her on a pedestal, treated her like the queen, and no matter what he did, it was never good enough for her, and she treated him like crap, etc., etc. Eventually, he tried helping her by getting her a job with his uncle in politics. And eventually, long story short, she started hooking up with the uncle. At that point, it was over. He moved on. He was hurt. He was devastated. And the guy focused on his purpose. And then he was doing great. However, the uncle was a sleazeball. Very wealthy, influential, but a sleazeball. And eventually, the uncle was cheating on her with another girl. Imagine that. And now the guy wanted to come back in his life begging for a second chance. This guy's like, no way, not a chance in hell. And this went on through a few different episodes about his life, what was going on with her. And I advised him, it got to the point that was so bad, literally have nothing to do with her. Stop, because there was some level of him feeling bad for her about the situation, because for you guys that saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about here. And also, he had distanced himself from his family. Now he's reconnected with the family members that obviously he can trust. Things are going well. And I want to provide an update as to how he's doing now, a month later after my last video. Crazy stuff with the uncle, her, and response to some questions some of you guys may have had in the comment section. And by the way, he mentions, and you'll see this, he's really appreciative for all the help and suggestions you guys have given in the comment section. So it goes to show, when you guys comment, it does help people out. So thank you. So he continues, he says, "Hello SSM. I thought my last email would be the final update, but here I am again writing you about my current situation." Yeah, I had a feeling I might hear from you, and I wasn't going to do any more updates, but I like this guy, and he has a good story, and he could use my help, so I'm going to do this. He says, I just feel like I owe you and your viewers a final update to my situation. Well, this is the final update. Also, I would like to reflect on my past month and how the video you posted, and in turn the comments that the viewers left, have affected my situation. So overall, I'm doing great, and one of my cousin's connections has found me a better apartment. It's a bit smaller, but more furnished, and it's rent to own, so eventually I would own it. I could probably flip the apartment for a profit or rent it out for passive income. I'm going to move probably around June or July once I get things settled with my landlord, but I look forward to the future that awaits me. Change can be good. A lot of people don't like change, and I'll admit sometimes change is not a big thing I'm a big fan of, but there are times when it's definitely a good thing. Having a family again really opens a lot of possibilities, and I'm glad to have reached out to them, the good family members. I was also transferred onto a new account in my office, and it comes with a pay raise and some more benefits. While I was stressing about Sam, I had completely forgotten about my upcoming promotion, so it was a welcome surprise to have my boss video call me to surprise me with the news. Congratulations, brother, you're moving up in the world. That's what I want all you guys doing, not just staying put. Always moving up, doing better, improving yourself. You're going to feel so much better about yourself, and not to mention you'll make more money, better benefits, and you'll have a better quality of life. And the more money you have, and the more options you have, the more freedom you have. And it's really a great thing when you work hard for it and work smart for it and get there. So good for this guy. It says here, I've also started a small business with my other cousin. He and I opened up a Korean fried chicken takeout delivery food service. It's going really well so far, and we're hoping that it continues to grow. Dude, you're on a roll. You are on your grind. This is all, guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I want you guys to do. Not everybody's meant to start their own business, and that's okay. But this guy is on his grind. That's great. I wish you all the best. Just make sure you and your cousin have a written agreement, that about what you're going to do in the business, different tasks you are responsible for, etc., to save any potential problems down the road. But I wish you the best. Good for you. I've been busy these past few weeks investing in myself and my future, and I want to partly thank you for that. You are an inspiration, SSM. I hope you grow and flourish to reach more men around the globe. Well, that's my goal. By all means, keep sharing my stories, tell all your friends about me, and I'll keep growing and keep doing what I'm doing. Anyway, this wouldn't be an update if Sam and my uncle didn't do something again to hamper my life. Sam is his crazy ex. I've completely blocked her out, and the fact that she knows I'm talking to my family, but avoiding her is making her both angry and frustrated. Tough shit. She's not your problem. As I said that multiple times in the other videos. She is obviously married to his uncle, who's a sleazeball, and obviously deals with his other family members. She's been throwing tantrums to my cousins to let her talk to me again. I have a nephew that is only 6 years old, and he told me that Aunt Sam wants to talk to me in private. It's annoying, but I can manage ignoring her. My uncle is also pissing that group of my cousins off, and they're starting to detach from him, but according to Kate, he's starting to get depressed and remorseful ever since I re-entered the family. Too little, too late. Your uncle's a sleazeball. This culminated in him sending me a large sum of money with a letter. It was a one-way deposit to my account, so I can't really give it back. But my uncle basically apologized for sleeping with Sam. How he wishes he could go back and undo things. My uncle says I don't need to forgive him, which I won't, but the money that he put in my account is compensation for his actions. He also wished that I could be friendly towards his son with the 17-year-old despite all the drama. This sleazeball uncle of his, the second he was with this guy's ex, then he started getting involved hooking up with a 17-year-old chick. And this is another country, I might add. Receiving that message from my uncle really made me think about my life in the past few years. How much I've grown and how different I am. I didn't respond to his message, but I told Kate to tell him that I accept his money. I won't forgive him, but I will be friendly and cordial to his future child. Well, keep in mind, your uncle buys people. Your whole family. Okay, from what you described in your previous stories, how pretty much all these people mooch off him and he gets what he wants. This is his way of getting what he wants. So if you're taking that money, keep in mind, I hope that doesn't come back to bite you down the road, him trying to use that to get his way with you or feel like you then owe him something. You got to look ahead and think about that. And you just can't underestimate people like that. Now on to the 17-year-old who we'll call Beth. I actually met her and talked to her. Kate brought her to one of our lunches. We all agreed it would be okay, and I don't really mind. And she's a pretty okay person. She's 17, for God's sakes. And by the way, if I didn't mention this, she's pregnant from the uncle's love child. She said she met my uncle while her brother was working part-time for him. According to her, my uncle was always looking sad or angry due to his horrible home life, and the one thing that led to another, and they slept together. She's 17. Your uncle's a freaking pig. That part about Beth being a gold-digging sugar baby was a lie made by some of our relatives, probably Sam. Her family is disapproved with her and was going to sue my uncle, but decided against it as long as he supported their child. Beth realized that she effed up her life and slept with a married man, but is now trying to make amends to better herself. And even though I find the whole situation disgusting, I can respect that Beth is trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I wonder if that uncle of yours paid off her family. That's what I'm thinking here. That probably shut him up. My uncle, on the other hand, is still a piece of crap. Well, duh. He's a piece of crap who will always be a piece of crap. He moved Beth into his house, second-floor bedroom, not the master bedroom where he sleeps, and cast Sam to the first-floor guest bedroom just to spite her. He and Beth don't sleep together or do anything sexual or relationship-like. They are more like roommates. He also doesn't put any rules in place for Beth, unlike Sam, who has a huge list of things that she's not allowed to do. From the earlier videos, pretty much his ex, Sam, is literally like under house arrest with the uncle. It's really a bizarre situation, but this is another country, somewhere in Southeast Asia, as we all figured out. Beth also told me the reason why my uncle absolutely refused to annul his marriage to Sam is because his reputation from his peers would be ruined. So he made sure to add in the marriage contract that annulment cannot happen unless both parties fully agree. Sam could fight the clause, but again, my uncle's legal team is bigger than Sam's. Beth has also told me that she knows a lot about me due to Sam's constantly talking about me to her. Of course she's babbling on. And remember, guys, this ex of his was awful to him before she cheated on him with his own uncle. So I said to him multiple times, and many of you guys in the comment section, too freaking bad. You got your life, you're doing well, do not let her back into it. And I know she keeps bugging your family about you and all that. Tell them to say the same thing, to leave them the hell alone, stop talking about you. Anyway, it was a good lunch, and it was good to know the full story about my uncle's situation and the truth of it all. However, 2 days after our lunch, Sam had apparently slapped Beth for talking to me. Never-ending drama with this chick. I guess she's finally snapped or something. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but Beth has been avoiding Sam ever since. I haven't heard from Sam yet, but hearing about her exploits from a distance does make me feel a little bad for her. Stop, bro. This is where you can be taken advantage of. This is where you were taken advantage of in the past, and where you could be in the future if you're not careful. I get that you can be a human being, but don't get sucked down that I'm feeling sorry for her path. She's not the strong, empowered woman that she once was. She is now an angry, sad, depressed, childless woman in a loveless marriage. Well, welcome to most marriages out there all around the world, dude. Eventually, when I move to my new apartment, I'll be too far from my family to be able to constantly meet up with them. So I'm spending as much time as I can with them until then. But when I do move out, it'll at least be the last I hear from Sam. No, it won't. I guarantee you, she's going to find a way to get in contact with you. If she has to sneak out and go through trains, planes, and automobiles to find you, and again, show up in the lobby of your apartment building and beg forgiveness and beg for a second chance and beg for you to be her white knight, she's going to show up. Don't underestimate her. Don't think that's not going to stop. From what excuse me. From what I can tell, and from what all my cousins have told me in the past, I'm still somehow the love of her life, and she is losing her mind that I'm not talking to her or giving her a chance to apologize. She's losing her mind because you are her final hope, her only hope. It's this Obi-Wan Kenobi shit, okay? You're not responsible for her. You were great to her when you were younger and in a relationship with her. You did everything for her. Too much, as I pointed out in the first video. But she better, and now she has to lie in it. End of story. But the problem is that her perception of you is you'll keep being that same white knight. And let's be, I mean, you've done fantastic, improving yourself and moving up in the world and all that, and I'm proud of you. However, I can still sense that white knight is somewhere deep inside, still trying to come out with his sword and his shield and protect, slay the dragon and protect the girls. Don't let that guy come out, because it will be at your own demise. Don't fucking do it. It says here, I know you say that I'm her last hope. You are. But can't Sam move on from me already? No, because in her mind, you're her last hope. She slapped a pregnant woman out of jealousy. Do you think there is a way to just make her stop thinking about me, SSM? It's not your problem. Stop asking about it, dude. You're awesome, but stop worrying about it. It's not your problem. You got to cut ties and move on. She's nuts. She's nuts. And if she slaps some other girl, let that girl deal with it. Let her uncle deal. Stop trying to save everybody. I don't even want her attention anymore. I really don't want to talk to Sam, but do you ever think me giving her closure would stop her obsession? No. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to stop her obsession, because she's miserable. And in her mind, you're the fixer. You're the guy that, no matter what, let her get away with her bullshit back in the day so you can save her now. No. Don't talk to her. Have nothing to do with her. If you do it, it's only going to bring more BS into your life. You don't need it. And if you do, don't come writing to me saying, SSM, I should have listened to you, because now it's gotten worse. Don't have anything to do with her. I've moved on from my life, but Sam is still trying her darndest to interfere, and I just want it to stop. Should I just keep ignoring her and hope for the best, SSM? Ignore her. But I don't know how things are in your country with things like restraining orders and all that, but make sure, if you can't, if there's any legal maneuvers you can do, that if she contacts you, it's essentially a crime, then make it happen. You got some money now. I know you'll feel bad doing so, but you can't keep having her bugging you. But I mean, also, dude, focus on your purpose. Focus on growing your business that you started with your cousin into something amazing. Focus on moving up the corporate ladder, building wealth, all this stuff. Not wasting your time with this ex. You know, it ended for a darn good reason, so don't need to keep keeping this shit in your life. Should I just give in to her and give her a chat and just forgive her? What should I do? No, don't talk to her. I made that clear in the other videos. I'm making it clear now. This is the last time I'm going to make this clear, because there's going to be no more videos after this. No, I have nothing to do with her. And he says, thanks, SSF. Yeah, nothing to do with her. Move on. Do exactly what I've been telling y'all the other 3 videos. And you're doing great in the department of self-improvement. And that's awesome with your business that you and your cousin are doing. Just keep on doing it right. And moving up in the corporate ladder of your company, putting away money, growing it in areas where you feel comfortable doing so. But, bro, you may find yourself in a situation one day where you may have another Sam enter your life. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes before. So this is a test, okay? the universe is throwing you a test, if you will. And if you keep feeling bad about this or having second thoughts, make a decision, the right one, and stick with it. End of story. She's out of your life. She brought nothing but turmoil and BS to your life. You don't need that, okay? I mean, you're doing great. But some people have to learn the hard way. So I'm telling you now, I don't want to get an email from you in a month or 6 months saying, I didn't listen to you, SSM. I felt bad, and I talked to her anyway, and now it's even worse. She's out. End of story. I made that abundantly clear before. So, bro, good luck to you with everything like that. I hope you do well, but keep this broad out of your life. End of story. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let this guy know. And if you got to be harsh, you got to be harsh, brothers. Keep this chick out of his life and focus on his purpose, his grind, making something of himself. He's doing great. But this is an example how women can come into your life, or old flames can come back into your life and just keep wreaking havoc. She's wreaking havoc in your brain, and your heart, and your emotions, and she's not even there. Don't do it, man. You can do it. Stay strong. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.